So in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the stock market and what to expect. So I know it's been a crazy day. Um, a lot of stocks sold off, a lot of them. Everything is tanking. Um, the saying is true: staircase up, elevator down. I'm going to go over this market using only two indicators and support and resistance lines, right? So these are my support and resistance lines for ES. So as you can see, main resistance, then now acting as support. Now, guess what? We're gonna go for a retest. So where are we most likely to bounce? Personally, right here. As a matter of fact, I had this bounce zone right here for quite some time. It's an indicator that I use that lets me know where the stock typically would bounce. And I like this zone right here because it was support once. And if we come down more, which I'm thinking that we are, I definitely expect a retest, at least because this support and resistance is a very strong one. It was tested twice, broke through, so it's a very strong resistance. Now it turned into support. Now it turned into well, it was a resistance, then turned to support, then turned back. Now it can turn to resistance. So I am expecting the market to come down a little bit more. This indicator as well that I'm using is very, 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 very accurate. Okay. So if it said we're in a downtrend, trust and believe me, we are in a downtrend. The second indicator as well is like a second confirmation type thing. All three red, your market will sell off. Um, so let's start with stock wise, Microsoft. So we all know what happened with Microsoft. Yeah. So at this particular moment, I'm actually very bearish on Microsoft, even with pop. So any pop up for me personally, is a short, like automatically buying puts because number one, next support I have is at 406. Anything else from 406 to me is weak. 406 as well is also not a strong support at all. It's just a potential bounce zone. This right here down at 390 is where I would say that would be a significant support for me. Significant. If you lose that one, yeah, it'd be really bad. So definitely would buy a call here. Me personally, 100%. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do this right now because the reason why I like this kind of support as well is because, oh, let me see. I used to have it saved right here. Um, yeah. So with this right here, main support level, I want to name it that. Then also set a alarm on it. I want to go out a little bit further because this support is going to be a very good support. I'm about like 90% sure we're going to bounce at least here, but hey, you never know. You can't be 100% on anything, but I do believe this is a significant zone. Right? Why do I believe this? Not even simply because we bounced here before, right? Is the way that I draw my support and resistance line is very good, and I'm telling you right now, if this support does not hold, the next true support, which is scary, is down here, roughly 306, 305. That would be the next support I see. Potential right here, somewhere around 356 as well. So that's a lie. So there's one right here, but this is not very strong, but it's definitely can get tested. But ultimately, my true support is down here. But we're not going to get down there anytime soon. But Microsoft is one of those stocks I do believe when it starts to fall, it will just fall. So Microsoft, I'm definitely looking for a bounce here. This to me is just a simply high or low. This four, I would draw it up as well. Show you guys real fast. This is just a quick example of how I would draw my support for this area right here. And in my video that I made, how to find support resistance, you'll understand why I'm choosing this as my support level. So right here. Now I would typically Looking this on the 15 minutes now actually does look a pretty strong support. So yeah, I take that back. It's actually most likely where the first bounce may happen, but yeah, it's a pretty strong. It's a pretty strong support. So I definitely look for a bounce here as well. So I'll put my indicator here, but I'm definitely looking for a support to bounce down here as well. So I'll look for a bounce here at four, like basically 4 or 4, 4 or 5 ish. Yeah, I'll look for a bounce there as well. So let's look at SPY. So SPY, I didn't buy any. I was gonna buy a call option, but I'm like, nah. SPY is not close to any near support. My bounce zone is right here, down here. I'm about 90% sure about this one. Bouncing here because if we lose this support, there's a little miniature support here, but not really. I'm gonna be counting as a support. The next support for me is for SPY is down here at 517. But right now, we're in a downtrend, and again, this indicator don't miss. Okay, if it's on the 4 hour, ooh, and it's not in a downtrend yet on the 4 hour. This should be interesting, very very interesting. So what I predict here is a possible drop, pop, and continue down. But I would have to wait and see. But any bounce right here, but definitely interesting, definitely shorten this. Google. Google in a straight downtrend. My next support for Google is down here at 162. But remember, earnings is coming out, so earnings is gonna mess up all of this. So let's keep an eye on earnings, guys. Definitely. So earning is down here. I mean earnings. Support is down here. But earnings is literally like next week, so none of this matters. But just look real quick. For earnings, yeah, earnings could change all of this, all of this. It could really move this stock back up because, technically speaking, the 4 hour is in a downtrend, one day is in an uptrend, but earnings is coming up. So, but here's what I've been waiting for: is Apple, Apple. I'm waiting patiently for this one right here because I'm looking for a retest, at least a small bounce right here, at least because it has not been retested. See, it broke out, but it never retested support. So I'm gonna see what happens, but I'll definitely look for a call option here. Earning is also very close, so be careful. Well, it's not really close, but you never know what can happen. Volatility can really kick in. But so far, Apple's in an uptrend, but I'm also waiting for this green to turn red. Once I see that, I'm definitely going to enter into some puts and then hopefully buy a call option down here. Amazon. Amazon is in a downtrend. Earlier today, I did wanted to buy puts on it, but I ended up missing out on it because I was waiting for this retest right here. I was waiting for this one because once we retest this, I knew we were going to continue down because we're in a downtrend. Now, it is overbought though. I mean, oversold by a lot. You might need to come up here at some point. QQQ. Oh man. Okay, QQQ is actually pretty close to a support that I do believe it will actually bounce because these support, I love these support because they actually become very strong. It's almost like it's one of those situations like, hey, if we lose this support, we're going to go really low for the next support. So I do believe QQQ has a very strong chance of holding up. And you see, look, I draw my support here, but look, this bounce right here. I didn't know that. I didn't even notice that. That's what I'm saying. My supports are so good. So the thing about QQQ is, if you lose this support right here, oh my God, QQQ can go really far down because my next support is all the way down here. This one is okay. 433 is okay, but it's not this. It's not like a strong support. This is a strong support. This one. Why? Because we were going down, and then after we went down, we never revisit this area, or we just kept going up, 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 up. So the same thing when we're coming down, we should come back down to here at some point. But let's see what happens. But Tesla, I have this support holding up for Tesla right now, and Tesla's one of those situations where it's the support that you see right here. If we don't hold it, I don't even want to talk about it because Tesla can Tesla come by down here. So earning is right around the corner. So you better do something because Tesla can drop hard. There's literally no support. All this pushing up it did create no support, no structure, nothing. Only structure is right here at 231. That's the only structure that they have. Meta real fast. So at Meta, I uh, I bought a call option down here, but that thing barely moved. Even though I think because I got it too far out of the money, so it just didn't do anything. But Meta, I also missed this right here. Um, I was waiting for it to retest, and it didn't retest, but I'm still waiting for it to do a retest, and I will continue buying puts down till at least this main support right here. Because if we lose this support right here, the next one I got is all the way down here, and then this is not main but powerful. Um, so the next one will be down here. But overall with Meta, I like these supports because one of those supports, like if we don't hold, we going down here. That type of switch. Like the buyers are like, hey, we don't step in right here. Next dip is down here. So it's up to what they want to do. But I definitely got my alarm set for a buy right here. If not an option, then at least a stock. Because I do believe that this support should hold up just simply because if they lose this support, it's going to drop really far down, like really far. So I like these kind of supports. It's my favorite ones. Nvidia, and by the way, guys, this support and resistance lines been on the chart like forever. I drew them up forever. So Nvidia is very interesting. As you can clearly see, I draw this support and I draw it weak because it is. This is not even really a support. I just put it there because I'm just like, hey, look, if there's no support here, Nvidia can get real nasty real fast. I've been waiting for this dip for a minute, and Nvidia is right here on support. Earning is in October, August. So right here, this is I call it weak support, but I call it weak because it's not the main, basically. But it's holding up pretty nicely. But technically speaking, it still hasn't even touched inside the support yet. So I got my alarm set at here. I haven't touched it yet, but if you lose this one, I'll be honest with you, you can get real nasty for Nvidia. Real nasty. Netflix, I never drew up Netflix. I just didn't have it on my list. But Netflix real quick would be down here. Remain support would be down at 543. And currently does not look good for Netflix. This support right here that I'm about to draw out is a very weak support. Very weak. I won't even consider it a support, but just to have something on the chart, let me see what I see. Yeah, so this support is it was coming down in trend reverse, so it should hold. It is a weak support, but it should hold it up a little bit. But ultimately, yeah, we coming down to here. This is the next support, somewhere down here. Not how I really draw it, but somewhere down here, I would say next support. So I know it looks crazy, cause you're thinking, oh, we can't come that low. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we absolutely can. And this support is one of these support where I would definitely add. Why? Because the next support gets really scary. Really scary. Basically down here. I know you're saying like, what about this and what about this? These are higher lows. These are higher lows. Yes, yes, they can bounce. They're not like that bad of a zones, but ultimately, this would be the main support. So you can see there's a big difference, and it obviously anything can happen. It's but I like this zone as a bounce zone more than anything else because if the buyers lose this, they're gonna be losing a lot of money. So they have to at least try to defend this zone right here. So ultimately, I'll look for a buy right here. I will set an alert. I'll look for at least add to my stocks. Add to stocks right here. Because if this doesn't hold, it gets really bad. Earnings already happened, so they don't have to worry about anything else. So yeah, if they want to take profit, they take profit. It's probably profit taking time for these guys. One day is still in the uptrend, so I want to wait and see. And in the 4 hour, you get everything pointing down. Any pop up, I will definitely short it. especially once we break this support right here. And last but not least, AMD. Man, I had AMD on my chart forever. Just a lot of lines, but yeah, AMD. This support has been on here. I wish I could show you guys forever, like forever. I drew this support, and it really, really. I can't believe the way I draw my support and resistance. Sometimes I'm so shocked the stock goes right back to it because I'm like, nah, that's not gonna happen. It's so far away. I mean, I drew this support somewhere around here. And then look, it went all the way up. I'm like, okay, I guess we're not coming back down to here. Well, look who we are now. This is crazy. So I'll definitely look for a bounce here. I always say this is strong support. This down here is a weak support. Not a bad support, but um, it's still a higher low versus this is would be the true support at 94. So to me, it's 1 and 2. These are like little bounce zone, but I wouldn't say, hey, we're gonna bounce from here. But I would say 1 and 2. Those are the two support that I have for it. So anyway, guys, see you guys in my next one.